All right, this should work. Any day. There it is. Okay. Just testing. All right. Does in fact work. Okay. So the problem was the output of audio for the microphone was just turned off for the stream. Don't know why. It was registering it. It shows, I got my little bar of sound. It's like, yeah, it's working the entire time. And then it's just like, oh, we're gonna stream it out. That'd be crazy. So I don't know what's happening there. But that's fine. The system's not here for a logo. So anyway, let's get back to that. I'll put you back. Hello, everyone. Hi. Yeah, it took me 6 minutes. That's the usual 10-minute thing. Yeah, 10 minutes just for people to gather in anyway. So, welcome. Hello. Hi. We're going to be painting. I don't know what we're going to be. Oh, I know one thing we're going to be painting. And then I accept donations to be convinced to paint more things. I would recommend running it by me first. Little fuzzy. I'm this guy right there. But thank you, Touche, for the memberships. And then Mav, of course, I wouldn't be able to make a stream without technical difficulties. The problem is, the reason I don't super enjoy doing these is because the technical setup, like everything's set up to be at my main desk, which is right here. And I have to reconfigure a series of different devices to make this work. Not that I mind, it's just it introduces a lot of problems, as we've seen. Because I have to use a different computer, I have to relocate cameras, I have to relocate lighting, camera, technically. Lighting, it's still plural, singular. Doesn't matter. Yeah, introduces problems. But there you have it. Monster Energy has an alcoholic drink. That sounds awful. What if I want to sleep? Audio's a bit fuzzy. Well, that might just be how it's going to be. Also because I'm very close to my air conditioning right now. Seems likely. But yeah, so yeah, we're close enough to the 10-minute mark. One of the things we're going to be painting is Arty as a dinosaur, in memory of his dinosaur stream. And I'm thinking, we're going to put it right here. We're going to break out some of these paints. Good color for a dinosaur. Something that really stands out. I got this nice orange here. Orange-ish. Does it actually have a color on it? Yeah, close enough. No, that's definitely red. All right. So, we'll mix in. Wait. No. What color even? No, it's oil. Using acrylic, so that's not gonna. No. There's the orange. Well, we're using that now, and we'll use the red for accents. Also, hi everyone. How's it going? Also, thank you to Shay for this outfit. She's the one that made all of this happen. All right, and we're just gonna sort of wing it. We need a foot. Gives a place to, a foundation. You can't see anything I'm doing. Hello, hi. That's good. Oh, give it a foundation, right? Needs a place to stand. Okay, well, you need to stop moving. Camera. And then the second foot, so you can go right there. All of this will make sense, hopefully, in a second. Or a minute. Allosaur, it's going to be a generic dinosaur. But that would have been smart. It's going to be a brand new Artysaurus. A little tiny arm right there. Don't see it. Gotta look up what Arty looks like. That would have been a good idea. Those you don't know, we're referring to Arty's corporate fiction. We like to play silly little games with him. He might hate it, who knows? Yes. Yes, this I can work with. Yeah. Sorry, I had an idea. I was just thinking it through. It was not my original plan, but it is sillier. So I think we're going to go with it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. You guys don't know what I know, but it looks great so far. Oh, that's my desk. Excuse me. Back. Eyes over here. That's a crazy thought. Let's try it. Nope, never mind. Excuse me. Don't let me. No. So much easier if I wasn't colorblind. New flower bed thoughts. Pretty sure that's a green, but who knows for sure? Alright, don't bother me. Oh. That's new. My legs are falling asleep already. Ooh, that is painful. I'm too old for this. Hi. Now it's gone. I'm down here now. Might be stuck. That's what I got. No, I'm not. Yeah. Outline a couple things. Switch brushes real quick. New. How's chat doing? The train will not activate while I'm streaming through this. Probably? I don't think it will. Hope not. I'm not going to stop testing it out, but might waste your money. The merch store thing. Cool. Uh-oh. Chris, thank you. Mav. It's a good try. It's a good try. And I don't think it's going to work, though. I don't know. I haven't kicked in yet. I'm getting worried. Chris, thanks so much. Says, here, I thought there was going to be a practical tunnel, not a painted one. Now I feel like Wile E. Coyote. I'm not putting a hole through that wall. If that helps. Just to clarify.
Train test.
Didn't work. That is good. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the attempt. Alright, let's get a... you like the dinosaur? Let's get a face on here. Obviously, we need some glasses. And some big old bushy eyebrows there. You can't see this. It'll make sense in a sec. My eyebrows might merge with his hair. That's fine. Beard. Oh, it's horrifying and I love it. I don't think he's going to love it. I get a strange feeling he's not going to appreciate this as much as we are appreciating it. Now, I had white. And I'd like to still have it. But then you put it somewhere. Where would I put it? This stuff should have just been left in this case. this oil. I'm not going to use oil because I don't have acetone or anything. I might have to. Oh, Ice Player, thanks so much. Here's some cash. Got a pick for that white boy fro. Okay, listen. I feel like that's cultural appropriation. Also, he thinks this white paint is broken. But he also thinks I've fixed it. So put some oil paint on this acrylic. Because I don't know where my white acrylic is. Putting in some of that in his glasses. They might be asking, why are you using acrylic instead of oil? Well, it's because acrylic dries much faster. Is it? Oh, God. Oh, no, it's already here? What was I going to ask him? Arty, I want you to know this was not my idea. I'm trying to make this a flattering dinosaur. Problem is, I'm not that good of an artist. So, I just want you to know that I only mean good things. And the more I paint, the more I worry that's not going to come across that way. Ooh. Cat ears. Big old ears. You know what? You might be onto something. Arty, feel free to chime in. Tell me what you need. And I might be kind to you. All right, man. Have fun. I already lost my orange. Oh, no. Forgot it does that. Oh, P. Barnes. You rapscallion. It's not that far from me. I could go visit him. All right. Big old ears. You get some touching up the arms. The tail. I mean, this can't be worse than the animation I made that is actually still currently running on my computer, on my my water cooler. It is still going. Let's get a little bit of yellow touch up. Highlights. That's how art works, right? Butt and tail need to be bigger? Oh, you might be right. Not that I know anything about his butt or tail. Might have done it. Yeah. Add some flair. Alright. Bigger tail, you say. No going back from that. You guys want to see it? You guys want me to bring it a little bit closer? Yes? Yes. Is Arty still here? Never be welcome in New Jersey again. Is anyone really welcome in New Jersey, to be fair? All right. I can hear him now. Ooh. Is glass need to be bigger? You're correct. I think you're right. That is what was missing. Don't understand that question. Oh yeah, get a little head tilt in there. Bill Black Cat, you say? Only because it's Arty. That's a little freebie. You won't really be able to tell, but we'll know it's there. A little cat. Just hanging out. Just hiding. Just chilling. It's got his tail wrapped around his leg. Difficult to see, but we know what it is. And it's there on my wall. Also, let's get another look at this. Oh yeah. Yep. I do have a touch up around the lower jaw. It's perfect. Ooh, my legs are going numb again, though. All right. Oil color again. What I got? Better. Yeah. What do you think, Arty? I think it's great. I think it captures your dinosaur likeness pretty well. You look better as a dinosaur than I would as a dinosaur. I'll tell you that right now. Hey, that is a good looking dinosaur. Not a great looking painting. But I think where it doesn't capture the the appearance definitely captures the vibe. You know? Get a little bit of where the wild things are. I think Arty, deep down, you got a wild side. I think we both know. I bet we do. Yeah, there it is. Mm-hmm. There's where your wild side lives when it's not. Smack at myself. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on the wall next? The buttocks. Where in the tiny little arms? Where am I going to put it? Oh, you would just get too confusing. I like the idea though. I'm not gonna fault you for the idea. The idea is great. He's not messing me on Discord or anything, is he? Friendly reminder, unrelated to anything that we're doing here. If a bond is put out, or a warrant's put out for your arrest, and you don't sign it for whatever reason, that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't negate it. No reason I'm bringing it up. There is a reason. I'm not going to elaborate. It's in the air, man. Whoa, man. Listen, I wouldn't normally do. It was specifically asked for. And there are 20-something people in here that enjoy this for some reason. And gosh, if I'm not just a slave to public opinion. Yeah, there's one thing we know about me. Oh, Richard's scary. I with the apple with the worm in it that flies like a helicopter. Yeah. Yes. All right. What else we got? We got room. We got room for shenanigans on this wall. Look at this. Hey, it's a nice looking tunnel though. Now that we see it kind of up close, huh? It's not bad. Got our goats. We got a Penny. We got a cat. That I forget the name of the cat, unfortunately. Well, here you are, Adam. I've been around. This is not the first stream I've done in 6 months. You picked a weird one. I'm not gonna lie to you. You picked a weird one to start with. But yeah, this is not my normal thing. But it was requested. Hey, now listen, that's me. I'm going to do anything you guys request. But the circumstances were correct for this one. The debate? Whose debate? This debate? No, I love a good debate. Which, if you haven't seen it close up, I don't know if you were here for that. Whoop, sorry, I got lost for a second. Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, it's better. It's really just protecting the goats. There's a cat. This guy's his cat right there. Just hanging out, just chilling. I mean, that's fair, Adam. I wouldn't be a regular either. I got a weird channel. I do what I want. And that's not the best way to grow a channel. Fortunately, I'm not doing this for growth. I'm doing this because it's fun, and I enjoy it. So, you are not. I'm not arguing with you at all. Buildings need windows. Dude, this one probably needs some stuff, huh? This saves the buildings. All right, let me. Oh. Oh. Some of that. Some outlines of things. Let's see. I think for one. See here. Two windows, one window, one door. The side. Ooh, I like that. Small. Let me do a Google. Do a bit of Google. We got what business names though? What the business names? It's a weird inflection. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Ah, yes. Yeah, okay, I nailed it. That's exactly what I want. Let's see. Story, new story, that's the new story. I want a staircase. And it's just going to be enormous. We're going to have to live with it. Mm-hmm. And me, just marking some things. Getting some curtains in these windows. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Just agreeing with myself. All right, Lens Guy. Good to have you here. Apple juice. That might have to go over here. This is maybe 3 stories. Making decisions. If you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Tall second floor? That makes sense. Since there's stairs, because they would be. Stairs would be here. Architecturally speaking, the stairs would be there. Yep. And where's the eyeball? Put freehand in it. Heck, why not? Yep, that'll work.
And it's going to be blurry anyway. That's the background. We're not going to worry about it. Okay. Nice. Happy little accident. More curtains.
Okay.
Now I had a brown.
You put it away because you're like, I'm not going to need it. And then you need it. Nope, it's oil. Red. Those are hard. Crushing this. It's too late now. I've already painted it. Ah, how's it going, Erica?
We're just painting an Arty dinosaur.
That I think will endear him to us forever. How could it not? Give you a close-up look.
Oh, he's wearing a fez. He's not. Look, it's Arty as a dinosaur. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Here, how does it disappear like this? Are you brown? No. Brown? No.
I'm not actually sure I had brown.
Are you brown? I can't even tell anymore. I think you are. What? Like, he can't be wearing a fez. That's not how that works. All right, I'll walk you through what I'm doing. We're getting the interior of the house, making a darker color so it stands out. And that's what we're doing. That is the extent of it. What color should these curtains be?
Actually, you know what? I need a different paintbrush. How did my paintbrush disappear? That doesn't make any sense.
It's right. Oh, wait. We got it. We figured it out. Sort of squished in a little area here, so there's not much room to organize
My space.
a nice blue, a chartreuse. Yeah. I could do a blue. Problem is, there's already so much blue with the sky, you know? But, our colors are pretty limited here. We don't want it to already have been used.
There are only so many colors. Yeah. What's wrong with the wig? Perfect. Is that better?
I'm wearing it like it's a, how do you say, beret.
That's terrible. My knees.
Hi, Coco.
Sure. That is tempting. That is very tempting. All right. We're down to 23 viewers. Excellent. Now that they're gone, let's do the real stream. This is hanging out, though. That's what we're talking about. I don't actually have a good blue. Wait, no, I have this. I don't know what this is, technically. But we're gonna. Oh, it's not open. We can fix that. Orange. I don't know if orange. Get away with that. I don't know if I can get away with this. That's a pretty intense door color. And draw stairs for it. Hit the drop. I need bring that grass up a little bit. Heck, we're doing it over here. Meh. Oh, that's so we are talking about the strap and the wig. Yeah. That's fair. Oh, you got me. I'm a fraud. It's not real hair. Fwah! Alright, that's going. Oh, I look like a serial killer. Oh, that's terrifying. Put that back on. Yeah. Yeah. Green. Green. Greenish. Sure. Listen, it's my tech. Yeah. That's how that works. Now, let's kind of match the curtains. It's close. Well, why are these colors the same? Probably not. I can't tell the difference. What are you? Oh, that's gonna be way too ugly. Blue Ross. That's right. Yes. Whatever this is. Oh, white. I mean that. awfully similar. White's going to be oil anyway. Anyone do anything fun for Labor Day weekend? Since we're sitting here. Ah! Touche! Thank you. I don't know if my... there's my audio. It's, my audio's working. Also, speaking of painting, guys, want to see something I dug up from back when I was in high school? I think. I never finished. I mean, this is 14, 15 years ago. You guys want to see a painting? I'll show you. I'll do it. How's it going, Virgo? Oh, boating, good choice. Happy options. No, 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 no. Sorry, just get my legs to not be numb right now. Where all these extra viewers come from? What are you guys doing? What are we thinking? Look what you're getting yourself into. Ah, want to see it? Yeah. This is mostly to upset Witch. I never finished it. But, so this is, yeah, you know. There's going to be a thing. And then the canvas got warped. Anyway, you know, it just sort of exists. Yeah. Then I joined the army. And happy little ghost paint. Oh, she'd be chased. Let me tell you. I have like 2 Bob Ross quotes. And then I'm out. All right. What else we got? Because do keep in mind, this is going to be blurry. Like, it's not going to, we don't need too much detail because this is back to the train. I would do the apple juice thing, but I don't want to, you know, I want to do that when this is dry because we have to. Two quotes. Might be a little long to fit on a sign. Maybe. Stay on the chain. Hi, let's go. Got my bugle here. Big long one. Tangled up in cables. Can I rescue it? Thanks, yes. You guys remember this thing? Ah? It's still here. I just haven't used it in a while. It's not really designed for this. It's a display piece, I'm sure. This is like, get it like a Hobby Lobby. Is it loud? Anyway. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a real mouthpiece. Which is why somebody said the trumpet mouthpiece on it, because then it was way more playable. Oh, I'm never going to be able to get it back up there. It's going to live right here. I forget it's there. It will live there forever. Bob Kermit Ross. Oh, we got some happy little trees here. Okay. My neighbors do not know me, and I'm keeping it that way. For a reason. Which, did you see the painting? The other one? From like 15 years ago? It's clipping my mic. It's not even pointed near my microphone. I don't know what to tell you. I have to find my corner. Ah! Oh! Ah! Old man knees. All right, Witch, you ready? So I painted this, I think, about 15 years ago. It's going to be, and I might, maybe one day in the far future, I will return to painting Bill Nye fighting off aliens. Maybe. I'll make it better. From my childhood. Yeah, no, I am about your son's age, yes. Yeah. Good times. Neighbors suck unless they have barbecues all the time and invite you over. They don't do that for me, though. Keep our distance. All right, maybe I will finish it. Well, how much effort should I put into it? How much we talking here, Witch? What's it worth to you? Maybe I'll make that a stream someday. I can't promise it. I cannot promise it. All right, Judy. Yeah, go rest your voice. Get better. Thanks for being here. Bill. Makes all the aliens die. Science rules. Bill. Man, I haven't seen Bill Nye since I was a child. I love Bill Nye as a child. Like as an educator. It was always so fun. But now kids get Hank Green, which is also... was it Hank Green? Or was it the other Green? They're both of them. They're brothers. You know what I'm talking about. He's also great. You made a picture frame, eh? Hey, important stuff. Better be a macaroni picture frame. That's where it's at. Oh, you still watch them? Yes. we're talking like real. That is impressive. There's someone I know from high school, who lost parts of 2 fingers. John Green. That sounds right. They're fun. Hank and John Green. And she was working at a wood shop, lost part of a finger because it's just kind of short. So I think she like couldn't see high enough, and then went back, and it happened again. And it's just like, I wouldn't go back after the first time. I think, like, you better really love what you're doing, or I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like she's missing a knuckle on 2 fingers somewhere. You don't really notice it until you notice it. But it's just like, I don't like bandsaws. They terrify me. I don't want to use, like, I could, but like the little tiny ones we can like make. I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. If that explodes, you know. So I use them. I don't have a reason to. So if I use them, I would get over the fear. I have no doubt about it. And I'm very much an advocate of getting over your fear by exposing yourself to it safely and appropriately. There's a term for it. I don't know. I just don't use a bandsaw ever. So I am not able to get over that fear. And I don't really care because it doesn't affect my daily life. And I'll fully admit, like, yeah, those things scare me. Not like they keep me up at night or, oh, it's in the same room. But like, I'm not going out of my way to get a bandsaw to cut things. I will use a coping saw and deal with it. If that makes sense. Chainsaws all day. So like, you know it's not a reasonable fear. If I'm like, oh yeah, check with chainsaws, why not? Not that I don't have a healthy respect for chainsaws. It's just that I think I blame my shop teacher. Not that I took shop, but like, I guess I did take shop. I'm not sure it was called shop. Don't get too excited. But, you know, the teacher's like, here's a piece of wood about this big. You know, test that. Is that harder than a human finger? Like, yeah. He goes, cool, check this out. Right to the table saw cut in half. Like, that will be you. Pay attention. Like, I'm in 8th grade. Should I be allowed near this thing? And so I stayed away from it. Oh boy, did I. And always did. He lies. I would love to learn welding. I think it's just such a useful skill to have. I don't have a reason to know that skill, though. Blacksmithing. I'd love to make knives and swords and tools and things. Just don't have a reason to. And I have a very finite amount of time in my life, so I don't. As much fun as it would be to be just making knives, I do love me a good episode of Forged Fire. I just can't justify it. If I had like a big yard, like no neighbors, I live in the middle of nowhere, unincorporated county somewhere, maybe. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about my neighbors being annoyed by the noise. Maybe someday. I just don't have a reason to justify it over all the other things I'm doing or want to do. If the motor pool steals me, they might actually fix a vehicle once in a while. They better be careful. Axeman. Hey, Sammy! It has been a long time. How have you been? What are you up to? Do the Makespace makes knives? Let's bring pictures from Discord. Oh. Oh. I did glass blowing once. That was fun. That's wild. Glass blowing's wild. Not that wild, but like, it's hot. those kilns, ovens, they're hot. It was like a sphere. It was nothing, but it was fun to do.
X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. brace right now? I don't think so. Aren't you wearing a back brace? Look at that. That's not my shoes. That Velcro. It's in fact a back brace. Sorry, we're working on it. We're figuring it out. I have an MRI scheduled. Or whatever the actual term for it is. I don't know. They're all the acronyms for it. My brain's all the same thing, which it technically isn't. Where my... Bandsaws originally designed to cut meat. That's why fingers come off so easily. I mean, I've seen bandsaws being used to cut meat. That doesn't bother me as much. When you're doing those like fine little, like the turning, I think again part of it we're figuring out. We're walking me through my fear right now. Is I've used coping saws a lot, and I know that like those tiny old blades, they'll snap if you move them around too much. And I think I fear that the bandsaw will do the same thing. Although I assume the bandsaw is much less prone to that, moving so fast that like you're not going to snap them. I mean, you could, but like highly unlikely. Whereas I'm thinking that they're going to be as fragile as coping saw, which worries me, which is not reasonable. Again, like if I used them, I think that fear would just be over. Like I would have a healthy respect for the dangers of it, but wouldn't be like I'm very hesitant to use one. Right now I'd be I'd have to have a very good. There would have to be no other reasonable options for me to be like, all right, bandsaw. But once I do the bandsaw, I'm pretty confident. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. It's just doing it the first time, right? And I love challenging myself and doing things that scare me. Not scare. Well, I like putting myself outside of my comfort zone because it makes me stronger and gives me a better understanding of what I'm capable of. But if I don't have a reason to do it, right? Like, I want to go skydiving. And by that I mean I want someone to drag me to go skydiving. I will not drive myself to a skydiving session. I will not. I know this because I almost did. I almost went. I had an invite and then it had to get canceled because of weather. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I wasn't sure I was going to get in my car and go. I would love to do it. I think that would be so fun. It's not that I have a fear of heights. It's just like, I can find a lot of reasons to stay home that day. Someone's going to have to come and pick me up and take me there. I will not drive myself to it. But I really want to do it. I think it'd be a ton of fun. I've done, when I was a kid, Boy Scouts, it was in Massachusetts, there's like this zipline course. I think like the final zipline is an 80-foot vertical drop before it levels out. Did that. That was a good time. I'd do that again. No problems with that. I've done trapeze a few times, not professionally, but I had the opportunity. Some people here have seen the video. It's not pretty. Wild, flopping around, getting used to it. And that first jump is just like, oh, okay. But they gave me the instruction to jump, and I jumped. Army for it. This was years ago. I was in the Army at the time for that one. So it's not like a fear of heights thing. It's just, I can think of a lot of reasons not to go skydiving. But also, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Biplane flying lessons? Oh, I'd love to fly a plane. I've flown a plane. There was like the Eagles program or something. Not my high school had. My feet are not like they are floppy. And basically, as a senior in high school, I don't remember exactly what it was or why it was. We got to go up in a plane and fly around, and that was the thing. Like I don't remember why it was a thing. It was just a cool experience that was offered by some local pilots. Like you want students to, like go up in a small like 2-seater, 4-seater, whatever. And for mine, I think it was just 2-seater, like a Cessna. And the guy's like, "You want to take the controls?" I took the controls. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. He goes, okay, but you need to pull up. Because I was like looking at the horizon. I was pointing the nose of the plane at the horizon to be like, yeah, I'm finding the horizon. Not looking at the instruments, because I don't know what I'm doing. I never flown a plane before. But when the ground is here and the plane is here, the horizon's like this. So he's like, all right, so pull up. Okay, all right, and I'm taking control. Like, he let me fly for a good couple minutes. It was just initially, he's just like, okay, but don't aim at the horizon. Okay, yeah, cool. It was really cool. I wanted to be a pilot. I really wanted to be a fighter pilot. I wanted to join the Navy. I wanted to be a fighter pilot for the Navy. But I'm slightly colorblind. They would have never taken me. I don't believe there's any waiver that allows that. And then why the Navy? Because fewer people join the Navy pilots, and so my thought was the odds are better. Also, their pilots better because they have the, in theory, aircraft carriers. So I was going to try to do that, but can't fly, and I used to really want it, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to join the Air Force because I don't want to be around the planes that I can't fly. I don't remember why I wanted it that bad. Like, looking back, I love what I do. I enjoyed what I did. Why did I want to be a pilot? I mean, it's cool to be a fighter pilot, don't get me wrong. It's like the drive for that is no longer anywhere here. I think it's because I've accepted that I can't do it, and I found something else I really, really love. And it's just like, why did I care about that so much? Literally, it's just gone. Like, the drive to do it is gone. Entirely. Like, to the point where I'm like, I don't understand it. I don't understand why that was my mentality anymore. Because I found something I love so much. So, you know. Okay, 98. Fair. Bungee jump. I don't know about bungee jumping because I don't like the idea of the ground. It's not the height I'm scared of. It's the impact. Ooh, has a dent. Oh. See, Hitchbot, that's my thought as well. It's like, I don't think it's unreasonable to be afraid of it. I think it's unreasonable to avoid it because of that fear. That's, yeah. Zip line of the world. What? Crystal Point. Oh, I can be a civilian pilot, but I don't have a reason to. It's very expensive. That's the other thing is, I think it would be a lot of fun to do. What would it do for me? It's not going to become my hobby. I already have a hobby. I have too many hobbies. I have so many hobbies. I have too many things already. And if it was like, oh, this is your commute to work, 100%. Yes. I would consider it. I would look at the cost of it. But as like I'm just going to go fly around today. No. No, I couldn't. My life has gone in a direction that doesn't really work with that. Maybe in the future when I slow down. But I don't know. Don't want to end up like Peggy Hill, like from King of the Hill. Dead thing on my head. Oh, it's I'm gonna answer. It looks a wig. I'm Bob Ross. I'm painting. I'm Blue Ross. Cliff climbing. Ah, that would be fun. I lack the finger strength. I got a bad wrist, right? Can't. Doesn't limit me in a lot of things, but last thing I want is for that thing to pop out when I'm on a cliff. Spelunking is great. I love spelunking. There was the ice caves down south of me. South? Is that right? East. Definitely east. But it's ice caves. Basically, they were ice 24/7, 365 because of like the way the caves went down. Small caves. So I went with a friend of mine. He was a medic. He's this weird Asian dude who was like, if he had the money and time, he'd be a mad scientist for sure. The guy was nuts. And his name escapes me right now. It'll pop in my head eventually. Dude was wild. And I say this with nothing but love. But I also joke that he's the kind of guy like, okay, so you need your shots? Like, go over to the far wall. We're gonna, put a dartboard on you and try to stick you. Like, he's like that, right? That was who he was as a person. Oh, it's that.
we went and we found these caves, and we get to the back of the cave, and there's nothing there. You see this opening. Oh, okay. So you gotta go to the opening. So we go to the opening, and it's like go through the opening, right? And there's it opens up, and there's another wall. Like, well, this isn't the ice cave is supposed to be another like a couple hundred feet. And we see another crack, and like it's like a U bend out. And I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. I need you to hold on to my ankle because I'm concerned because of the way I have to bend around this. I will not be able to inch my way back out. And it was tight. For someone who's never done this before, it's my first time ever like spelunking, going into a place that isn't just like, okay, so here, hold on to the guardrail, tourists. And I basically what's the word for it? I want to say can opener. I don't think that's right. I was folded in half, basically, just like going around a corner, and with his hand on my ankle, and I made it on the other way through. I'm like, all right, we're good. You can let go, and basically it's just a small little chamber, very very small. I went, hey bud, I think it's collapsed. He should leave. And I managed to get back out. Looking back, I'm like, I could have died in there. And got back out. And then we found huckleberries. Never had huckleberries before. So I was pretty new to the area, that Washington. And we're talking to people, some of the locals, and they're like, oh yeah, the ice cave just collapsed like 2 weeks ago. Very recently. Oh. So I was just crawling around in a collapsed cave, like past 2 different collapses. Oh. So then we went to the 8 caves over by Mount St. Helens, which was great. But Judy's not here. She would know about this. When I used to go visit family in Wisconsin, we used to go to Cave of the Mountains every year. I love Cave of the Mountains. No dive? Like diving I've scuba dived. I used to be certified on that. I kind of want to get certified again. I think I could for free at the base, the Army base. They do lessons every once in a while, and I'd like to at least get a refresher. Millersville, Tennessee. What? Wait, which are you? Put your phone down for a second. Clicking on Griff Kite's link here. Oh, where's this? Oh, that's much fancier than where I was at. Oh, it's like a hole in the ground. I mean, it was cool. It was like, it's literally a hole in the ground, steps going down. It was very pretty, and then into the cave. But oh yeah, no, with the conspiracy theorist, like assistant deputy, whatever. Yeah, I just heard about that. I'm not shocked, knowing what I know now, which is very little. But yeah, apparently there's some questions about how he got the job in the first place. Based on the very limited information I have, guy seems not fully there. Why is Arty a dinosaur? Oh, well, because he read a dinosaur book once. That was wildly inappropriate as a reward, donation reward or something. I don't know. It was a whole thing. So he's painted this dinosaur. Here, I'll give you a closer look. That's the deal. Oh, He's using the database to look up people. Oh no, yeah. So I have had access to federal databases. You cannot do that. That is, to access these databases, you have to take training that explicitly says, do not do that. I wouldn't be shocked if it was like, oh, well, but it's related to like Pizzagate or this other QAnon conspiracy. So it is, related to a crime. Like, those are not real crimes. You cannot do that. I wouldn't be shocked if that was the situation. The story of warning that we were told back when I was an investigator was, hey, we had a soldier. I don't know if it was we had a soldier or if it's like generic soldier somewhere in the army once who had access to databases, and they used to look up Justin Bieber because they were a big fan. They wanted to be able to send a mail to his personal, real home. However, for people who are considered celebrities or politicians or other people marked in these databases, if you search them, it will send alerts to a variety of people who will check to make sure it's legitimate, specifically to prevent that kind of thing from happening. These systems are monitored. They are audited. The users are audited. You don't get to do that. And if he's using an FBI system, like a national system, like I think Index was one of them, to do this, yeah, they absolutely would get involved, especially if it's looking up people in other states. Yeah. I haven't had a appeal, but I used to, and then I just didn't check it enough. I never checked that thing. It's, you know my address. You guys have it. Just, no, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous invitation. Oh. No, I don't. Listen, I'm not going to tell you to send it to my actual address, which is now publicly known. But there's no way for me to stop you. Hi, folks. We're hanging out. It's looking pretty good, though. It just needs a little bit of yellow. Ooh, yeah. Ohio, 2012. I don't know the details, but you do not do that. That gets people's attention very quickly. Apple tree. I'd probably put an apple tree in here. Hitchbot, that's fair. You always just ask Judy. Or Touche. Touche. Touche knows my address. That's how I ended up with this. And my serial killer glasses. Hello. Anyway. Alright. Alright. Quick tree. A quick tree, I say. Fortunately, I know what apple trees look like.
Use this screen. What we got? I have to look that up. Ooh, happy little tree. Look at that technique. I don't know what this technique is, but it's what I'm doing. You know, I'm not a professional, so I'm not using a palette brush. Or a palette knife, excuse me. That's how you know I'm not professional. It's not what a palette knife is. It's a tree. We're working on it. Bear with me. I mean, Hitchbutt, probably. I ain't gonna lie to you. It feels pretty likely. Yeah, so slides. Speaking of art, it's just go for it. You know? Like, do I know what I'm doing? No. Not working though. Cover the whole wall. It's crazy. There. Apple tree. It's got apples and everything. There's a lake or a... Where am I putting a lake or a river? maybe a little, maybe something. But that's for another time. My legs are in pain. Now, Matt, listen, I can't paint miracles. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually can't put weight on my legs. I just fell over. Oh boy. Extending it. Well, I'm not extending it out because this is the background for this train. Ha. Maybe I do have to do that. Oh yeah, Hitchbot. That's his entire thing. His entire thing is, he doesn't need to formulate an argument if there's no argument to formulate something against. That's the strategy he's using. And you're not going to... That's not a game that has a winner on either side. The only way to win is not to play. Once you get someone into that sort of spiral, that loop, you've won. And anyone that can be convinced is basically convinced, not necessarily by you, but by them. And so I let it happen. Pasty, you can't even see my knees. I got pants on. And so, okay, let's more complicate that text, but not the pants, the spiral thing. But yeah, he's going to do what he does. Wish he wouldn't, for his own sake, for his family's sake, but I don't want to talk bad about him. He's not here to defend himself. It's not entirely true. This whole thing. But he's made his choices. You know? No, but it's cold. They're flying south for the winter. Erica knows what I'm talking about. Chase money glitch? Go on. Lisa, do you want like I could do a flamingo for birds. For the robo, whatever. Yeah. Flamingo. Or a butterfly, a shiny thing on the mural. All right, touche. Oh, Swirefly. Oh no. Oh no. Shiny. I don't have any. Butterfly would be fun. I'll do a butterfly. That's like a bird. Yeah. A pretty little butterfly. Butterfly in the sky. I got twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. Sorry. Having a moment. Having a mental breakdown. Rainbow. I love baby. It's a bop. Don't at me. Bouncing bad checks to the ATM and withdrawing the pending funds. Oh yeah, no, that's the classic. That's not even like, oh, it's a glitch. It's a no. That's normal. What? Yeah, wire fraud. Oh no, that's illegal. That is absolutely illegal, folks. Make a red butterfly. Ooh. I know. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Get a monarch butterfly in here, folks. Oh, you know what? No, Arty's going to be... Say that every time. so it's a little nasty. I used to go hunting for monarch butterfly caterpillars. There's probably a real name for them. Monarch caterpillars, I assume. And then you collect them, give them a bunch of milkweed, and you watch them come out of the cocoon. A lot of fun. Good times. Don't know that they have monarchs out here. A lot of spiders, though. We have a lot of those. Okay, you'll see. You'll see what I'm up to. Don't you worry. Orange. Ooh, that's too much orange. Yeah, it's fine. Then white. Unfortunately, we only have the oil for the white. And Casa Catalyst, don't even get me started. It's just like, why would you make a video of that thing, right? Like Internet Cloud, not gonna help you. Well, maybe it will help you in person. I wouldn't know. I've never been. Oh yeah, that's a monarch butterfly right there. Come check it out, folks. Boink. Hold on. No. Okay, you can't really tell. It's alright, it's freezing. It looks a lot darker on camera. Okay, well, the shadow's not helping. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me help this, because it's... Oh, Hitchcock, that is pretty cool. Gross, but scientifically fascinating. Oh, now it's... See my problem here? There's this shine of the... Okay, this camera's just not going to do it. But trust me, it looks like a monarch butterfly. Whoa! Ooh, it's kind of a... Oh, sorry, the look is fun to me. Yeah, paint all over me. Oh, I like these pants. I need new pants anyway. I don't know how we have the internet cloud. Who even knows? CID busting people raising ducks in the bears? No! Send that video to me. I need that video. That sounds like the best time. Oh man, like people do dumb things in the barracks. I love a good CID bust, and it's ducks. That brings me joy because there's no reason CID would need to be involved in that. That could easily just be a 15-6 investigation through the command. You know, they changed some things about the 15-6, but only for certain crimes. 15-6 is it's an investigation that your command does as opposed to like a law enforcement agent like CID. CID being Criminal Investigation Division. It's the Army's sort of FBI. It's like NCIS. And now they're all civilians, so it basically is like NCIS, except NCIS for the Navy. You've seen the show. The show's nothing like the reality of it. But it's the sort of the Army's equivalent to the FBI in the sense that they're the ones that investigate like the major felonies. Or just felonies in general. Like I did usually gross misdemeanors as an investigator. Some felonies, but anything that was like a definite felony, usually. But ducks, I can't imagine why they would need CID to do ducks. Unless CID is just like, yeah, we really want to bust the ducks. Let's go. That's hilarious. Yeah, he is chasing the butterfly. J.J. Abrams sending a cease and desist after that lens flare. In my okay, I'm gonna watch it later. That's nuts. Oh boy. Oh. Mm. Yeah, there's the background for the train. This train. Don't mind the horn. This train right here. So, in case you've never seen this train, it is a U.S. Army train. There's my my little envelope of truth, and then my U.S. Army caboose. I got other parts to it that are not there, because they fall off sometimes. I don't need them to do that. Yeah. This is not the original Train of Truth engine. That one died. When I got it, it was already pretty dead. There were a lot of issues with it, and I had to do some emergency life-saving measures to get it back up and running. But then it finally actually died, and I got this, which I never remember the old one. I had to hit my desk to get it to move sometimes. This one does not have that problem because this one actually works, which is nice. The rest of it is the original Train of Truth, but the engine just actually functions now, which is it's actually on track. Army caboose. Yes. It's the largest U.S. Army caboose. The whole thing is an army train. It's the thing that carries the envelope. It's supposed to have a tank up. I took the tank off. And also the tank came broken. This is a used set. It's also hilarious, and I thought it was very funny. And the other set I was looking at got bought by somebody else. So, yeah. There is, I've been eyeballing it. I'm thinking about getting it with your donations today, which have been very generous. Thanks so much, by the way. I might do it. So, you know how you have the little figures for your Mullen train set? There's a set for that is Crime Scene Investigator. It's got the tape and everything. And I have been eyeballing it. I have been definitely looking at it, thinking that would be hilarious. Oh, negligent discharge of a weapon in barracks. I can see CIT getting involved with that. Even still, if no one actually got shot, it's not necessarily a CID investigation. It's definitely several crimes. Negligent discharge. It would be unlawful discharge of a firearm, unlawful possession of a firearm in a military installation, which would probably be through. That might be through federal law. Might be through that. Definitely military law prohibits that 100%. To have a firearm in your barracks room, unless you're on-duty MP, it's not your barracks room. You wouldn't be in your barracks room as an on-duty MP, absent specific circumstances that are unlikely but not impossible. So in theory, yes, you could have a firearm, but you're not using your own firearm. It's a whole thing. Firearms on bases. Although Marines were given the ability to do it. Sort of. There was something. Oh boy, so it's definitely unlawful discharge of a firearm. Unsafe something or other. The question is, did it endanger someone? If it endangered someone more than just it went off, it was pointed at someone when it went off, kind of a thing, or it used as a threat, kind of a thing. I could see CID getting involved. But if it's Marines, it would be NCIS. NCIS does the Marines, unless it's joint base. Sorry, I'm gonna have to watch the video for it to me. There are a lot of things I'm like, questions, answers. No more questions. Possibly, I should just watch the video. Doesn't that make sense? That makes more sense. Personnel for pros. Okay, hold on. All right, guys. On May 23rd, there was negligent discharge of weapon at the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center. Still questions.
at 29 Palms, California. Okay, but while personnel with the Provost Marshal's office were clearing up barracks, they made an interesting discovery: a flock of ducks being kept in the Marine's room. Okay, personnel from the Provost Marshal's office. I don't know if CID is technically part of the Provost Marshal's office. I'll say it couldn't be. Generally, they're under their own command. Are they? Sorry, when I was not an agent, but when I was with CID as counter-narcotics, we were part of a detachment from a different base. So in Germany, you have Kaserns, which are these little pockets of American bases around Germany. And Ansbach, for example, the MPs and CID are a detachment. I don't even know if they're attached to the same thing, technically. I don't think they are. The 6th MP, 5th MP group? And the MP is one of the... 527, is that? Correct? Remember the symbol was like a Viking ship. Sorry, I never knew at the time because it never mattered. There's so many things like, why don't you know this? It didn't matter at the time. I didn't care who, I didn't even know what a brigade was getting straight out of basic training. I had no idea. I had a general vague idea, but I wasn't paying attention. And all of a sudden another detachment? What even is that? I'm just going to follow orders and not ask questions. And I didn't learn what all of that situation was. But yeah, no, we had a... Sorry, I'm processing some things. Would that make sense? We're detachment, meaning that our command, our main body of our unit was not where we were. We were basically a chunk of that unit that had been put elsewhere to operate here as a detachment. We were detached. So my experience with CID is that they aren't part of the Provost Marshal's office. On JBLM, they have an entirely different office, an entirely different building on a different part of the installation than the Provost Marshal's office. MPI was under the Provost Marshal's office. And that's who I would expect to do the investigation more for the Army anyway. For Air Force and Marines, Marines have MPI. We had 2 Marines in our investigations class. So, check the video. If they have silver badges, it's MPI. If they have gold badges, it's CID. That's my understanding. That might not actually be accurate. But when I was on JBLM and at Ansbach Airfield, which was not an air base, silver badges are MPI. Gold badges are CID. I assume gold badges are NCIS as well. I'm looking it up. I'm Googling. Military police, everybody out of this room. All right, that is not... CID would announce themselves as special agents, or CID probably. I mean, they could announce themselves as military police, but technically they're not. Certainly not anymore, anyway. And why would you call yourself military police when you could be federal agent? Or military police, is anybody in this room? You hear the ducks. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm seeing. I bet they were losing it. Yes, plainclothes, that's MPI. I would suspect. I don't see any badges. The guy's filming on his phone. I think that was not the first time they went into that room. I think they went into that room and were just like, hold on. I need a video of this. And they went back. I suspect they went back and then redid it, for the gram. I can't, what, you want me to, okay. don't know if it's going to work. But I'll show you if I can. Yeah, so you have them announcing military police. That is plainclothes. You have a vest on. Oh, it does say CID on the vest. Well, isn't that interesting? Oh, 2 years ago. Okay, that makes... So they wouldn't have gone full civilian yet? 29 palms. Base. Do they have army on that base? Nine Palms CID. What? The Marines have CID? I thought they had NCIS. Hold on. CID is the Marines' version of MPI. Ugh! It feels so good to be right, but I was also wrong. I thought, what? I might not be reading into that right, because I had Marines in my MPI course. There were 2 of them. They were great, wonderful guys. I know NCIS is the Navy version of Army CID. And now we have Marine CID, which is not Navy NCIS. Because Marines are part of the Navy. Department of the Navy. Men's Department. So CID is their MPI version of? That makes it all make sense. Which I speculated, I speculated that it would be an MPI thing. And I got real confused when it was CID. But this makes sense. Am I a genius? I don't know. I feel good about this. Oh, I could be wrong, though. Yeah. Criminal Investigation Division investigates all reports of alleged suspects of actual criminal conduct and family violence. That is all MPI stuff. Brought to the attention of the Provost Marshal's Office and refers investigative jurisdiction to the Naval Criminal Investigative Service. For crimes that... Wait, this is Quantico. It doesn't... I mean, it's all the same. That meet specific investigative thresholds. Yeah, this appears identical to the MPI-CID relationship in the Army. The CID and NCIS relationship that we're seeing here. So, all right, Matt's joke. And now we see a confused blue bacon in its natural habitat. I'm not playing it right. Don't tell me. Is that Matt's joke? Yeah, I was 100% derailed with that one. Jesus. Wait. Cicero says, "Oh, I did not like the MPs on the base I worked. I tried to joke with them. They would just stand there menacingly. Oh, they're a bunch of softies. Sometimes we'd be menacing just for our own amusement. I like to be friendly. I would, this is the face, right? Somebody tilted down just to look more intimidating. This is my face. This is my natural resting face. That doesn't look very approachable. That's kind of the point. But when you approach, I'm much like, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, how can I help you? Sure, yeah, let's figure it out, right? Like, I'm going to look serious to look serious. A lot of good investigations, just psychology, it's human psychology. So I'll give you an example. My favorite example, I almost got in trouble for explaining this in front of the brigade commander. I don't know, we had guard mount classes. So before shift, we would do like a class. It would be like a briefing on what had happened in the previous shifts, things to look out for. And then we had this big old binder of just things to go over, like, hey, proper handcuffing procedure. Like, yeah, we all know it, but let's do a refresher. And which is a great idea. I think it's a wonderful idea. But sometimes as MPI, I would try to be down there for my shift so that I could also hear what was going on. And then sometimes they'd be like, do you want to give class? I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's go over DNA collection, how to do it. And it's literally just be going, and then read the next line, and then read the next line. And then it tells you everything. I'm going to read it to you. What are your questions now? You'll have no questions later? Wonderful. Now you all know how to collect DNA on these CODIS kits. But one of my favorite things was, hey guys, when you're responding to a thing, you need to act like MPs. Because if you don't act like MPs, people won't take you seriously. You will struggle to control your scenes. And so when I'm like, you guys will see this happen. When I have a domestic violence call, you guys are the first on scene. I usually follow up afterwards because you call me and say, hey, we have this thing. Do you want to come and get it? Because there are a lot of things the MPs deal with. And if I heard it on the radio, like, I'd respond to it anyway, because I know I'm going to go there. We always went to domestic violence scenes, unless we were already on a scene. We always went. So if I heard it, I would go. Or if they had something like, we think this is an MPI thing, do you want to take it? Or, hey, can you help me? Just be present. Yeah, I got you. I worked a lot of night shifts because that's where those were the most fun. I loved night shifts. Wasn't as great for follow-up investigations because I'm not awake when everyone else is. But for the actual fun, the best. So, not to make light of, victims of criminal activity, but night shift was the most exciting shift. And sometimes you were allowed to take a nap. Which is the best part. So, and it was authorized. Don't worry. So I'd show up, and there would be an MP out basically the door. And I go, hello, it's me. Sometimes wearing a suit. Who knows? Wearing plain clothes, a badge, bam. And I would say, explain to me what's happening. And as they're explaining, I'd look around and go, okay, sure. I'd make it very clear that I'm taking over the scene basically just by physically appearing to, the guy who's in charge of the scene is now reporting to me. I wouldn't, say, I'm assuming command, this is mine now. That would never happen. Unless they were being really, really stupid. That doesn't, no. But I make it clear that I am now the guy that they are reporting to and getting instructions from. Just by doing that. That's important. I want people to know that I'm here and I mean business. But I don't want to have to convince them that I mean business, because that means I don't mean business. You don't want to ever have to tell somebody that you're important. You want them to come to that conclusion themselves. Not that I was important, but for the purposes of investigation. It is good to be important, or to appear important. So I'd go in, and I'd ask some basic questions. And they'd answer, okay, sure. And this is person? Got it. Hi, how are you doing? Investigator, whatever. And hold on a second. And I'd see they always have a picture on a wall. And I'd look at it with the family. Okay. As if I saw something. I sure didn't. I didn't see anything. They don't know that. They think that suddenly I'm Sherlock Holmes. And I can read the family dynamic. I know there's a problem with the family dynamic. It's a domestic violence call. I'm not psychic. But I know what the call is. I know there was an argument, at the very least. And now, it's a family photo. Oh. Go through a door frame? Interesting. I would never elaborate on it. Because it was nothing. But people who, it's CSI effect. where people are like, oh, there's a specific way that crimes are investigated, which TV gets wrong. But like, if you don't do it like people see on TV, they think you're incompetent. So I would do things that it's not that they didn't make sense, but were unnecessary, specifically to play into the CSI effect of like, this is the Inspector Clouseau that they're afraid of, the guy who doesn't miss anything. He's picking up clues that we don't even know what he's picking up, and I am in command, I'm in charge, and that's the game. It's all psychological. It's all that. Sorry, I just thought it'd be fun to say it wrong, and then I said it wrong. Yeah, but that's the game. The game. Not to imply that it's like fun, right? But that's the bit. Is I am convincing them without convincing them that they don't need to lie to me. I already know. I already got it. I already figured it out. I know more than they know that I know. And it won't behoove them to make anything up. And I'll, if they lie, like, good chance I'll catch them. I'm not bad at it. But a lot of the game is convincing them that the lie's not going to work in the first place, or convince them that I'm better than they think I am. Same thing happens with polygraphs. If you ever take a polygraph, they're going to be like, yeah, no way ever beats the machine. No, oh man, machines are so good. Which can't be true. Otherwise, they'd be used in court. They're not used in court. They go, nobody beats the machine. We're going to do a calibration set of questions where we already know what your answer is going to be. I'm going to ask you to lie on this question, et cetera, et cetera. They go through it and they go, and then I've done 3 polygraphs, work-related, not like investigations, just low-stakes stuff. They go, oh, yeah, you're a terrible liar. Okay. I don't believe it. I mean, I'm not great. I'm not a great liar. I have my moments. But everyone I talk to took a polygraph. They say the exact same thing. Why? Because if you're not scared of the polygraph, it doesn't work. The polygraph works because you're afraid that it works. That's when it works. If you're not afraid that it's going to work, it won't work. It relies on you having a physical reaction, several physical reactions. Shifting weight. I think how much you sweat, your pulse, breathing. There's a ton of things it measures. And it is a great machine. It's just not great enough for court. So when they say nobody ever beats it, that can't possibly be true. So I know people beat it. Gary Ridgway beat it. The Green River Killer, one of the most prolific serial killers in the history of the United States, he beat it. So people beat it. They need you to be scared. And that's the game I played. Yeah, game. Without telling them that I was super good at my job, planted the seed in their mind that they were not going to get away with bamboozling me. And then I would just talk for 4 hours, and then all of a sudden they've accidentally confessed to it. It's crazy how that works. Anyway, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm Cicero. Okay, missing the cheese trim. Cicero depends on the partner. The greatest way to derail me is to ask me questions about law enforcement. Oh, I got cuffs on the table over there. My legs could move. I don't know where they are. They're around there somewhere. All right. Well, it has been 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. My legs, I can barely move them because I've been kneeling on them. It's concrete. It's been a good time. Maybe I'll get to stream this weekend. I can't make any promises. But I hope so. I have more videos to release. I just released one this morning. If you haven't seen it, it's a fun one. It's the edit of the stream I did. It's got music and everything that I made for it. But, yeah. So, that out of the way. Hey, thanks you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being so generous. You guys are great. And hopefully I get to see you again soon. Okay, group guys. See. I see. And ladies and gentlemen, oh God, I'm falling over again. Until the next time, wait for it. Be good. Stay safe.